Well, the town of Marshall is threatening to foreclose on a home for unpaid property taxes. But the homeowner says she doesn't owe any taxes.
News 13's Frank Fraboni looks into the dispute in tonight's reality check. So, Frank, why wouldn't she owe them?
Well, Marlena Wimsett says she doesn't owe any Marshalltown taxes because her home isn't inside the town limits. But town officials disagree, billing her for thousands of dollars in back taxes.
Yeah, it's the quiet town America that really drew us here.
Quiet and secluded.
The only way people end up in my driveway is if they're lost or they actually are looking for us.
The perfect place, Marlena Wimsett thought, to raise a family.
I don't know if we would have purchased it if we had known it was in the city.
She learned that in 2007 when the town of Marshall started sending tax bills. So you had no idea this was city?
No.
Angry that she was never told, she went to the courthouse to find some answers.
So we've been doing lots of research and trying to figure out where the town line actually exists.
This is where you can see Wimsett.
The county tax office says computer maps and aerial photos show her property inside the town line.
These are 85, the photos.
But how that line got there is the question.
And we've kept the same limits we've always had.
According to the 1925 charter, we're not in the town of Marshall.
Wimsett got a copy of the town charter from Raleigh.
I've actually had to contact the state legislature to find it.
After town officials said they couldn't find it.
There's not a square inch of my property that's in the town.
She hired a surveyor who mapped out the charter description.
Beginning at the west end of a perpendicular high rock.
And it appears she's right.
It's not just my property that's not in the town.
The Wimsett's home is right down this dirt road. We're about 5 miles outside the center of the city of Marshall. None of their neighbors knew anything about a Marshall city tax until she moved in. Now, they too are receiving city tax bills.
There are about 6 properties total in this corner that are being billed and are not in the town of Marshall.
When she took her complaint to town hall, she says aldermen wouldn't hear it.
And they're not interested, and I understand why, because they're going to lose out on tax revenue.
Wimsett has drawn the line and hired an attorney, refusing to pay the almost $6,000 in back taxes.
That it's over 1,000 feet in difference, and there's not a square inch of my property that's in the town.
The town has threatened to foreclose on her property. Property Wimsett says is wrongfully taxed and well worth fighting for.
There are other people in the area who they quit fighting it and they just decided to pay the bill. But I'm definitely not interested in that since I've proven otherwise.
We tried to reach town officials who referred us to their attorney, but so far he has not responded to our call. If you have an idea for a reality check, write me at realitycheck@WLOS.com.